Welcome to Faithful Verse, where we explore powerful stories from the Bible that inspire faith and strengthen our walk with God. In today's video, we'll dive into the story of Susanna, a tale of courage, integrity, and the triumph of truth over deceit. Grab your Bible or just sit back and let's journey together into this timeless story of faith and redemption. In the ancient city of Babylon, during a time when the Israelites lived under foreign rule, there was a man named Joachim. Wealthy and well-respected, Joachim was a leader among his people. Yet, his greatest treasure was his wife, Susanna, a woman of extraordinary beauty, grace, and unwavering faith in God. Within their estate was a garden, a haven of tranquility, where Susanna often walked, her heart lifted in prayer to the Almighty. Raised in the ways of the law of Moses, she lived a life of righteousness, a beacon of virtue in a world often shadowed by corruption. Among the city's leaders were two elders, entrusted with the sacred duty of judging the people. But these men were far from righteous. Behind their dignified facades lay hearts corrupted by greed and lust. It was during their visits to Joachim's home, under the guise of seeking counsel, that they became captivated by Susanna. Her beauty, unmatched and untainted, consumed their thoughts and ignited their sinful desires. One of the elders said,
"Have you noticed Susanna in her garden? Such beauty is rare. She walks as if she is untouched by the troubles of this world."
Then the other elder says,
"Indeed, but beauty like that should not go to waste. We are judges. We can do as we please. Why don't we make her ours?"
Patience. We will watch her, wait for her to be alone, and then strike. If she resists, we will destroy her with our accusations.
The elders, blinded by their sinful desires, lay in wait for Susanna. They cared nothing for justice or righteousness, only for fulfilling their evil desires. One afternoon, as was her custom, Susanna entered her private garden to bathe. The tranquil surroundings masked the lurking danger, as the elders had hidden themselves among the foliage, waiting for the moment to strike. Susanna said,
"Leave me now, I wish to bathe in private."
Unseen by Susanna, the elders watched with wicked anticipation, their minds consumed by vile desires. Their lust had festered into a sinister resolve, emboldened by their shared corruption. Their dark plan unfolded. They would confront her with a lie so damning that she would have no escape unless she yielded to their vile demands. One of the elders says,
"Susanna, we saw you here in the arms of a young man. Do not deny it. If you do not yield to us, we will tell everyone of your sin and see you condemned."
Cornered and outnumbered, Susanna faced their accusations with courage and faith, refusing to yield to their evil threats. Susanna says,
"How dare you speak such lies? You would commit this wickedness against me and destroy my honor for your gain? I will not submit to your demands, for I fear God above all and will not sin against him."
Thus began the elders' wicked scheme, a lie designed to destroy an innocent woman whose only crime was her unwavering faith and virtue.
We caught Susanna in the act of adultery. She was with a young man in the garden when we interrupted them. She must be punished.
Indeed we did. The punishment for such a crime is death, and she must be stoned.
Susanna defends herself.
"I am innocent. These men are lying. I have done nothing wrong."
As the crowd murmurs, some looking doubtful, while others glare at Susanna. Susanna turned to God, praying silently for deliverance.
"O eternal God, you know all things. You see that they are bearing false witness against me. Rescue me, O Lord."
Just as the crowd was about to carry out the sentence, a young man named Daniel rose up and spoke with great authority.
"Stop, there is a mistake here. We must investigate further before we condemn her to death. The truth will come to light."
Daniel, filled with wisdom and guided by God, called for a new examination of the case. He separated the two elders and questioned them individually, asking each to describe the details of the crime.
Under what tree did you see Susanna with the young man?
The elder says,
Under a mastic tree.
turning to the other elder.
And you? Under which tree did you see the crime?
Under a home tree.
Both elders gave conflicting accounts of the crime. Daniel, by the wisdom of God, revealed the truth. The two men had lied, and their own false testimony had exposed their guilt.
These men have contradicted each other. The truth has come to light. Susanna is innocent, and these elders are guilty of bearing false witness.
The people, astonished by Daniel's wisdom, turned on the elders. They were condemned to the punishment they had wished for Susanna. She was freed, and her honor was restored. The story of Susanna is rich with moral and spiritual lessons. Here are 3 key lessons it teaches. 1. In times of injustice and adversity, trust in God's justice and remain steadfast in righteousness. God sees all and will ultimately vindicate those who honor him. 2. Authority and influence must be wielded with integrity and accountability. Corruption and abuse of power not only harm the innocent, but also lead to the downfall of the wicked. 3. Have the courage to stand up for truth and justice, even when it means challenging authority or popular opinion. God grants wisdom to those who seek it to act righteously. Thank you for watching this episode of Faithful Verse. Susanna's story reminds us of the power of faith and God's justice in our lives. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from the Bible. Let's continue to grow in faith together. Until next time, stay blessed and keep your faith strong.